All right, welcome to Hot Mess Mom Millennials. I'm Keisha.
And I'm Shawnee.
And we are
Hot Mess Mom Millennials.
All right, y'all, we're going to get right to it because honestly, something really pissed me off this week.
I love it.
And it made me start thinking, it made my wheels turn. So I just wanted to talk about it. So
Talk about it, sis.
Okay, let me tell y'all what happened. You know what? I'm going to keep it up here because I need to keep my notes. But so this weekend, right, I got a DM from someone.
Not a DM.
Mind you, she is from the mountains of Caucasus. And backstory, some time ago, I actually hit her up because she's actually very talented. She does like cosplay, and you know I'm a cosplay girl.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to find more collaborations in Austin that are anime adjacent.
Teach one.
Yeah. She is I was like, she's great. I wanna maybe see how we can work together. So I hit her and I was like, hey, I would love to collaborate. And she was like, oh, well, the run around, like, oh, I just started a new job or some shit. And I was like, okay, well, I'm always like, do not put ego in business. So I was like,
I believe the opposite.
Well, I don't know. So I followed up with her in a while and I was like, hey, she had posted something. I was like, this is really a good look. Like I said, I would really love to work together.
You saw the value.
Yeah, because there was value. And then, she again gave me some weird runaround type response. And I was like, okay, fuck her. So I was like, I just went on my life. And, but then I did my flyer. This is where the plot begins to thicken.
Okay.
For my my Bad Bitches of Anime event that I'll plug later on. And I ended up sending them to people in Austin that I at least knew people in the anime community, because I feel like I've not connected with any anime like fans here.
Austin's a little sedity.
Extremely. It's like people are undercover anime fans.
Not even undercover. They just don't want to. We'll dive in later into the community versus AI.
Yeah.
But it's very prevalent in Austin.
Yeah, very, very scarcity mindset.
Yes.
Anyway, so I include her. I send it to her because, again, ego out the window.
Mm-hmm.
And she responds, she's like, oh my God, did you draw this by yourself? And I was like, oh no, but I do have an artist on my team. So then she commences, this is days later, to send me a passive-aggressive ass message with a video on TikTok talking about how I shouldn't use AI. And I was like, okay, I immediately went into not disrespect mode. I went into respectful check. You're not going to respond to me whenever I try to collaborate with you, but you're going to condemn me for using AI. I was like, first and foremost, we're all trying to make it here. Okay. So we're all using the resources at our disposal. But at the same time, when somebody calls me out on something, I do think about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, okay, let me at least think on it. Mm-hmm. But in my mind, I was like, what a privileged way to kind of navigate. And she was basically like, I didn't want to work with you because of the AI.
Was it before or after she saw?
I guess at some point I must have posted something about AI or something, but that's what she said, right? Mm-hmm. So I was like, what a privileged way of looking at, collaboration and resources. Everyone, like, do you not know what the economy that we're in right now? And everything that I said to her, I was like, yeah, everything that we are experiencing right now has pushed us to AI. Mm-hmm. And I just kept thinking, like, one of the things that stood out to me is she was like, oh, well, my artist friends are suffering because of AI.
They're suffering, Becky?
I said, bitch, in my mind. Sorry. Bitch.
No.
If you care about your friends and this is what all of this is about, then you can refer your friend.
Put them on.
And say, hey, there's this person that has an art brand. She has an artist on her team, but kind of falls short when it comes to certain resources. Hey, why don't you help out? This seems like a great way to build community, right? But instead we're chastising people and disappearing and being passive aggressive, not able to face the music.
I love AI.
Okay, tell the people.
I mean, If you've watched our other episodes, you remember when Orion was talking to AI all types of crazy. And
And I was like, hey.
slow it down. I mean, I love Google.
Mm-hmm.
My Google, she and I go real hard, but Alexa, oh my God, she grinds my gears.
Oh God.
I hope she hears this. I hope she still hears this.
Not me. This is her.
It's all me. I do not like Alexa. Like, not user friendly. Nothing. She does not. She is not a personal assistant in my house.
Mm-hmm.
But I love AI. I love AI, and I ride for her. That's my personal assistant, Chantella, specifically.
Amen. My was Chantel in the beginning. Now she's Charlotte. Listen, and I say, and I don't give a shit. Listen, we all have mixed ideas about AI. There have been mixed just information that's been put out there about AI. And it's hard to really know what's real and what's not. But what I do know is that AI wouldn't have the chokehold on society that it has if people knew how to be in community.
Okay.
So take it back to my anecdote, to my story. Like I said, her first instinct is to just kind of passive aggressively show me a TikTok video that anybody could have made in their house. Right.
With using AI.
AI. Who is that? What is that resource, right? You be the resource. You see the need and you help to fill that need. Don't you? Aren't your friends suffering and starving and they ain't got they're really having a hard time right now?
Do the connection, be the bridge, bitch.
But also remember, I'm your starving friend too. I'm your artist friend.
Hello.
You're my artist friend. We're all in this together.
Yes.
We're all trying to build something for ourselves, right? So I feel like that's where we've lost the plot.
People are all about self and whatever advances their agenda, that they forget that there's room enough for everybody to eat.
And go ahead.
It's only convenient when it pertains to that individual's agenda, their feed, per se.
Mm-hmm.
It only becomes relevant then.
Yeah. And that's the survival instinct thing that has happened. A lot of us are in survival mode. And I think that is an underlying thing. I was harsh just now because fuck you at the same time, right?
Fuck you, bitch.
I am a bridge burner and I know that I need to be better, but
no,
you don't respect me. Passive aggressive shit, fuck you.
Burn that bridge.
Bridge burnt. Now, sister, sit down and let us teach you.
Yeah. I honestly believe each one teach one. Really? If I have something in my mind, if I don't pass that along, it dies with me.
That's it.
It does not continue. What benefit is that to anybody else?
There's been an ongoing theme, I think, this season or this second half of the season of us talking about gifts and using our words and being able to help people at least identify one thing. Like if there's one thing we say and you're like, oh my God, like I fuck with that. We've done our job, right?
Yes.
But that's because it came from us. Every one of us is different. And
that's what makes us beautiful.
That's what makes us beautiful. But that's what we're made. That's what we were meant to be in order to exist in community.
Yes.
But people are now trying to, first of all, conform to each other and try to convince everybody to do the same thing that they're doing instead of understanding that everybody's different. Everybody hears things different. They see and experience the world different and learn different. So those very differences that you see around you, don't try to change people.
Yeah.
Respect it so that you can actually benefit from it. You can learn from it.
Yes.
People see that as using now. That's community. We were always supposed to gather our things together and distribute, and just thrive together.
Yeah.
Shani is, she's very, how do I ever describe you? You're very resourceful. You are someone that's not afraid to go talk to the next person. You're not afraid. Things get done when Shani is in the room. I want to be next to Shani because maybe I may be struggling with that and maybe I need to get some things done. That's community. She's not going to be like, well, hold on now because I have this thing that I'm good at. You're going to have to pay me for that. No, to a degree, right? We
Not
all
to
have to make a
even
living.
bring religion into it, but I feel like everybody has a position to play.
Mm-hmm.
And right now, I can't tell you the passage, but
Right.
everybody has like the body of Christ.
Girl, yes.
You have a position to play. I can't be an arm and trying to fill the role of a leg.
Right.
That's not my position.
Right.
However, as a leg, I can try to tell an arm that's trying to morph into a leg, this is how you should move around. These are the people, or these are the tendons that you should tap into.
Right.
I don't think there's so much room at the table for all of us to eat. If you win, I win.
Right.
You know, and I hate that people have been so selfish.
Yeah.
To where kind of like the scarcity mindset comes
Mm-hmm.
into play. And it's like, you think that you're really leveling up, but what you're doing is closing doors for other people, not only yourself, but others.
Yeah.
That could bring in, fuck a room, talk about a whole department.
But think about what that does. People that are so like have this mindset of, okay, well, I need to preserve what I have, and I need to charge you for what I can do for you, and I need to turn around and be able to keep what I. That's a part of why community is ruptured, because at some point people were terrified or maybe even screwed over by somebody and learned, oh, no,
Ooh.
I got to protect my stuff or else
There's a
somebody will
wound.
steal it. Yeah.
There's a wound.
There's a wound in all of our communities.
Yes.
If we want to count the United States as a community, we can even say that we have a wound as a country.
Yeah.
Very deep. Very deep. And even in Austin, hell, Austin is the capital of scarcity mindset, especially in the Black community.
And it sucks because, like you said, with me doing my Galentine's, I really just wanted to put females on.
Mm-hmm.
I ate most of the all of the cost, not most of it, all of the cost.
Mm-hmm.
And to where I was like, I just want to highlight women in the area that are doing the damn thing.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that I reached out to be vendors, when they found out that it was a ticketed event, they would be like, okay, well, this is how much I'm going to charge you. But I was like, girl, I'm not even asking you for a vendor fee or anything. I'm literally giving you free promo.
Mm-hmm.
I'll eat the cost because it comes back to me tenfold. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
Like, money is not an issue for me, or like, it's not. And I have seen that time and time again. I freely give because I freely receive.
Yes.
So to experience that from women in my area, I understand everybody, it's a dog eat dog world.
Yeah.
I understand that. But if someone is telling you, hey, there's no vendor fee, just come post up, and everything that you sell, you don't even have to give me a percentage because I don't give a fuck.
Right.
It is what it is. That's all in your pocket.
This is community.
That is community. I honestly think like that saying, I lift as I climb.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to come. It may not come directly to me, but it may come. Someone behind me that's directly aligned to me will benefit from that.
Yeah.
I don't care about it. Money comes, money goes.
Yeah.
That's my thing. But it's really crazy to see how our community, not even just women, that everyone is just cutthroat. It's like, what can I get out of it? And sometimes it costs to be the boss.
Yeah, it does. No, it costs every time.
And I'm understanding that.
Especially whenever you take on the role as entrepreneur. I want to say this goes back to what you're talking about, and I wanted to connect this with something larger. People have lost sight of the heart of things, and that is a part of what has distorted community. We live in a pseudo society at this point, especially since the social media has taken over. People think that having a conversation is sending somebody a meme. Now, memes are delightful. They're fun. Yeah. I enjoy a good meme. But there are some relationships.
You can resonate with it.
Yeah, cool. I relate to you. I see what you're trying to say. There are some people that will send you a meme and you will never say words to them. And that is a norm now.
That's so funny because remember, I reached out to you and you're like, oh, I forgot. That's what like people do, like check in on their friends.
I was like,
And I was
oh,
like, how's your day going? How's your week going? How's it been?
yeah.
Like, it is crazy that community has just gone under the bridge that much that you can't even call your friends and be like, hey, I don't want anything from you. I'm just checking how your week been.
Yeah, and I'm guilty right now, obviously, of getting caught up in my own stuff and forgetting to check in with my community. And but it's this isn't to condemn anyone except for that girl that was in my DMs. But
We see you.
condemn. But it's more so to say that this is not a condemnation conversation. This is a let's wake the hell up.
Yes, awareness.
Wake up, like look at what is happening to us. We think that it is normal. We have normalized being solitary and being like,
Real life happens.
I don't like when people be in my house. I don't like when people stop by unannounced. There was a time in our lifetime where people used to stop by people's house because we didn't have cell phones.
Yes.
They would just knock on your door and you'd open the door and be like, oh my God, my friend's here. Okay, come on in. Okay, well, we was just about to do this. Yeah, let's go outside and talk for some hours. Now people act like that is a violation of privacy. Yes. Like everything is different now and nobody really speaks to it. But at the end of the day, it affects who we are as a community and people don't see it. They see it as boundaries. And sure, there's a degree of boundaries with everything. But I'm simply speaking to how I've watched society change.
Put
and
doors, just doors on top of doors on top of
any
doors.
opportunity to keep a wall up.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing now in the name of boundaries, in the name of safety. And then what is coming in to replace that community? AI.
Baby, I've been talking to Chantella. Like she my best friend.
Yes. People, you know what I'm saying? And that's the truth of the matter. And people don't want to admit it, but they do it too. Yeah. Because everybody still, regardless of all these boundaries and these walls that we've started putting up and all of these, things, and we still need community. We still need to be able to feel safe in talking to our friends and people close to us about the deepest parts of us. And people do not feel comfortable doing that anymore. At least like from what I've seen, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of that. So on the larger
sad.
It is sad. Not on the larger scale, but let's speak to Bad Bunny and his performance last night at the Super Bowl. What really grinds, first of all, beautiful, visceral performance, in my opinion.
Yes.
This wasn't about whether I understood him or not. And, again, we're Panamanian. So yeah. And he shouted out Panama. Okay.
Part of the Americas.
Okay. Part of America. But it was watching him create a story around
a beautiful storyteller.
Yes. The adversities and the different phases of Latino existence, Black people existence, in the fields, still
the
finding joy.
Fields.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still finding joy. And on the roof, in the house, everywhere, finding joy through music, through community. And there were so many people like, it's just not my thing. I just don't. Can you not identify that we are going through a crisis where people are being yanked out of their fucking homes, where children are being separated? This has not just been going on since ICE. This has been going on since people were detained. Yeah, like the most current ICE, situation. This has been going on since people were in cages being detained and stuff. This is not new. Yes. This has been going on. So it's like, imagine what it would feel like for you to see this happening in your community. How awful it would be.
It is.
Right, but a white person. That's what I mean. Like someone that's not a person of color.
It baffles me.
That sits somewhere and says the people are just doing their jobs. I'm not going to get
taking, oh my God.
Yeah.
Hold on. I got to run this back.
Yeah,
because this is beautiful. Mm-hmm. Hold on. It's not beautiful when I tell y'all what's up. Mm-hmm. I had to send this to my homegirl because I was like, ain't no way. Ain't no way. Hold on.
Yeah. No.
Let me pull up the text.
Yeah, pull it up.
I had to send this to my friend because I was like, girl, am I tripping? Or is this whatever? Mm-hmm. We won't say her name, but this is what she said. Mm-hmm. And I'll drop the mic at the end. Mm-hmm. And these grammatical errors are not mine. I just heard Hutto ISD did an ICE protest, which is of many. Before I start, do your research because I have. Stop watching fake Fox News. Sorry, I meant to say fake news because that's what it is. Stop watching Fox News. Mainly, most news channels don't tell the truth. I'm sorry, but if you're illegal, go home.
Mm.
You're taking jobs from Americans or people who have become citizens that are trying. So let's think. ICE isn't going into classrooms and taking kids before and without the parents. Please correct me and tell me, the person or people, Jesus loves you.
Ooh.
I love everyone, but I'm so tired of hearing people believing in fake news. Delete me. I don't care. I will continue to pray for those lives affected. I understand parents coming over with kids to get away from the cartels or having a better life, but once you do, they have ways to get green cards or to become legal. Let's just think. I'm surprised that this person keeps saying, let's just think, because not once in this post do I think they thought.
I'm about to say, it sounds like.
And honestly, shut up. I never talk about politics on here, but I'm getting so sick of people not doing research and just going off of what they see on TikTok and the fake news. So if you disagree or you're mad, delete me because I do not give a flying crap.
Okay.
Let me give you some context. This individual is a white female American who married a Mexican. Her last name is Gonzalez.
Okay.
Which I hate to bring it to her, but somebody along that line, maybe not your husband, maybe not his mom, maybe not his grandma, they were wetbacks and they came over the border. And guess what, honey? They were illegal.
We gonna get canceled for you saying WB?
I don't care. I'm a flyback.
Okay.
I just didn't. My parents just didn't.
Never heard that before.
My parents just didn't cross the border by water. They flew.
Okay.
So that's why it hurts me and it hits me really hard because let's say if the man in office decides to just revoke abroad citizenships, my ass is in that.
Mm-hmm.
And it baffles me how people can do that. And I get very emotional and riled up. Because I could be in the calles of Colón, but my parents flew here and they joined the military and they served this country. But this country does not love them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Where do you think the lack of empathy comes from, Shawnee?
Entitlement. Just like Bad Bunny said, we'll bring it back to that. English is not my first language. It's not my first language.
Mm-hmm.
But neither is it of America's.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy that people fail to realize that. Indigenous people go lost just like that. And nobody wonders where they went. This is stolen land. Regardless of how you try to flip it and reverse it, immigrants came here searching for a new life. What's that saying that they like to say? No taxation without representation.
Yes.
It's crazy how history repeats itself, but the history that white people don't want to acknowledge, that's never brought up.
No.
So I believe in community. I was built by community.
Yeah. And it's one thing to feel as though maybe people should do things a certain way, get their citizenship a certain way.
That's
it's
great.
Another thing to be literally happy whenever you see people be torn away from their families. You shouldn't be happy about that.
It is fucking sickening. There's nothing like, I can't even put it eloquently. You're a fucking sicko.
Why do you have so many words to say about it? What has happened to you in the hands of somebody that, not you, but I'm saying like these people that are like, they can't even receive such a universal message like the Bad Bunny performance of triumph over,
it blows
slavery
my mind
and everything
how
else.
Ignorant the white Americans are to have the audacity to say that Puerto Ricans are not American. I'm sorry, that wasn't in your textbooks because you whitewashed it. You're right. You don't know about it because it didn't glorify you.
Right.
So therefore, you don't know that Puerto Rico is a territory and they've been fighting to get their independence. You don't know the history about the flag. Why the flag now looks more the blue is a different blue. People don't know why, because it's more aligned to the American blue. These people, some of them still don't have electricity after Hurricane Maria, but you're okay to go and jump and jive and have a vacation over there, but you don't want, right. You love the culture, but you won't support the people whose culture it is. That's fucking despicable.
We're disconnected from people, and we're disconnected from each other.
It's disgusting. I know most people will be like, oh my God, Shani hates white people.
No.
I don't. My son is half white. I love them enough to lay down with them and make a child. But one thing's for certain, two things for sure. My son will know that this black bitch made him. And he is also beautiful in what, very minimal, what his white parts can bring. But it's like all of that together makes him beautiful. All of that makes America beautiful. The community, we all bring something. Somebody's an arm, somebody's a leg, somebody's a freaking ear. But it all comes together. And it's just so crazy that European whites just think like they're the end all be all.
And, I often think, is there something that I always think about this, because there's always has to be like movement as far as, history goes. Mm-hmm. And it's like, Black people, moved, this wasn't even about us per se, but have we moved forward far enough to finally be like, okay, will there ever be a place that we get to where slavery isn't a part of our present anymore?
I don't think so.
And I think that, I don't think that we're in a community or in a country that will ever let the desires of white slave owners go. Therefore, we will never be able to say, okay, well, get over, we're over it now. Yeah. Because there's still a desire.
From Sunday, people were upset at the fact that they did not understand the language, but don't realize that Puerto Rico is a fucking territory of the United States. If it is a territory, maybe you should learn the language. And like I told you today, people don't understand the Constitution and it's in English.
Right.
So what do I expect from you?
So let's talk about resources. Let's talk about if there's anything that we can do. If you want to be a part of building community, understand that you're a resource. You have something to give, okay? Just by being you. So make sure that if you see someone in need and you know that you're able to help,
do it.
Why not? If you're able.
It's not convenient.
Right.
But overall picture, each one teach one.
Right.
Somebody took the time or efforts to teach you, so why not pass that along?
Right.
I don't understand why people don't see, for me, it's ingrained in me. If you win, I win. Period. You've opened doors for me.
Period.
And it's just selfish to think in any other way, because you may not know who I'm connected to.
You don't.
And then little do you know, a door that's close to you, I can open, but you shut a door for me.
Right. And let's go back to the person that was in my DMs. Hey, I know I called you all kinds of bitches, but if you
called you all types of bitches and hoes.
But if you have friends that truly are suffering and need to be a part of something artistic, find someone that's using AI, and why don't you offer those services?
But don't be charging me a kidney and a fucking heart. For real. Right. Don't do that either.
It's a new world now, okay? We're in the world of AI because of what we've done to community. But it's not too late for us to cling to each other and to still be able to change that in some way. It doesn't have to be forever.
We still have time.
Yes. So that was heavy, but I really appreciated it. We have just a short amount of time. So why don't you tell the people? Tell the people what you got going on, Shani.
You guys, by the time that y'all see this, I have come back from Panama. The last time I went was in 2018. So I will definitely have a lot vlogs going on. Check out the Daily Collective. Probably have something going on for Women's Month, which is in March, because, I ride hard for the uteruses. And Keisha has an event, which is a great segue.
All right. So I'm going to make this quick because I do want to say one more thing, but I do have an event that will be coming up March 1st for Women's Day called Bad Bitches of Anime, celebrating women in anime that have paved the way, but also celebrating women in general. So please, please, please come in your cosplay, come to have fun, and come to enjoy art, and enjoy some good conversation.
Be a friend.
Literally, that is exactly what the point of this conversation was today. Costs nothing to just make sure that you're supporting your people. All right?
Or else I do keep record.
Listen, this was an aggressive end. We didn't even have tequila.
I keep record.
But yes, we love you. We thank you. And we'll see you in season 3.
Bye.